You know, I never really know how to start videos. I generally just start by telling you what I'm gonna do in the video, but that kind of defeats the purpose because the title of the video tells you what I'm gonna do about the video. But here we go. How about this? I have a favor to ask of you. Can you hit that like button and comment on the video? I know a lot of people don't, about 9 out of 10 people who watch the videos don't do that, but I wanna test a theory. I wanna see, so it'd be a really big help to me. I'd really love it. And we're just gonna skip the intro altogether and just go into the video. So, Will Simpson here, and welcome back to the channel. Always good to see you. So let's see. Let's get a timer started here. This is gonna be stressful for me. So here we go. Hang on, gotta start the screen record. And screen record, boom. Start the timer. Timer is going. Let's get started. Number 1 is a cool technique when you have portraits or subjects in your image. So let's say you want to contour or to create some dimension in your subject's face or body or whatnot. Well, let's go to the masks. We can press Shift W or just click the mask. We're going to select the linear gradient. We're going to drag it here so it hits the bottom of her cheek there. Then we're going to press Option, hold Alt or Option, go to Intersect, and then with Select Subject. This puts the linear gradient just on your subject, and then we're going to darken this down, and you'll notice that it immediately creates this really nice shadow, very even shadow for your subject. Let's go ahead and brighten it up a little so it's a little bit more natural. Then we're going to press M on the keyboard to do another linear gradient. I'm going to drag it from the top, press Alt or Option, intersect with subject, and we're going to brighten this up. And there we go. And just with those 2 adjustments right there, let's delete this one because I don't know what that one is. Just with those 2 adjustments right there, we have before and after. Just a simple creating of dimension. And that's number 1. And I think we're already behind. So number 2, how can you enhance certain features of the subject? Well, there's already presets. So what we're gonna do is create a mask. We're gonna go to people, right? Select people. This is going to generate and find this person. Now, you already know this, but you can select specific features of the person all here. You have face skin, body skin, eyebrows, eye sclera, iris and pupil, and so on and so forth. So let's say you want to brighten and intensify the eyes. Well, let's select iris and pupil, create mask. We're going to scroll up here to where it says preset, which there are already predetermined ones, pre-made. Come down here to iris enhance, and let's go ahead and zoom in and watch here. Here is the before and after. Quick and easy. Now, let's do the same thing with her skin. Select people, person, facial skin and body skin, press create mask, go to the preset, go to soften skin or soften skin light. I found soften skin is very intense, so soften skin light we're gonna select, and then we're gonna drag down the effect to about 50 because it's already quite a bit. And let's zoom in here. So here is the before and after. So that is a quick way to add features and intensify your subject's features. Okay, the next one is setting your optimal white and black point. So here's this image. We're gonna drop the highlights, we're gonna raise the shadows, we're gonna lower the exposure a little, and then we're gonna set the optimal white and black point. Now, you probably already know that you can push and hold Alt and Option, and then click the slider, slide until you see white, and click, same thing, click the black slider and slide until you see black. That is a way to set the optimum black and white point. But there's another way that you can do this. Press and hold Shift and double click on the sliders, and it will automatically adjust your white and black sliders to get optimum white and optimum black based on where true white and true black is. So that is number 3. Now, number 4 is, you know the slider down here, you know this, effects, vignette, all that nonsense. Yeah, that's great. But there is a much easier way. Sorry guys, this timer is stressing me out. I'm just gonna stop it and we'll know at the end of the video if I made 7 minutes or not, because this is just too stressful. Okay, now we're good. All right, so what we're gonna do is press Shift M on the keyboard or create a radial gradient. We're going to adjust this, right? Now, by using this as your vignette, you have much more control because you can control the feather, you can control the size and the shape and all of that. So let's say we want to darken it all the way around the waterfall. Well, the vignette can do that, but it's very specific as to where it can do that. So you create the radial, and we're going to have a nice feather, and then we're going to invert this mask. So press invert, and then we're going to darken it down. Look at that. So that is way, way more customizable than just using the vignette in the effects tab. Okay, the next one is a transform tool, which a lot of people don't know, and it's very, very useful. So what we're gonna do is first, let's go to basic. Let's just do an auto edit. Where the frick is the auto button? I'm looking right at it and can't see it, right? Did they take out auto button? What? Oh, it's right here. Okay, auto, good, now we have a color. Now we could simply press R on the keyboard or go to the crop tool and adjust it to this. But let's say we want to make sure the horizon is straight and also this line of the building or the bridge. Now we can do that, right? So we can go down here to the transform tool and we can use all of these features. You could simply press auto, which works a lot of times, and honestly, it's my first go-to. But there is one more. The guided tool is amazing. For the guided tool, you can either click this little circle up here and this gives you the guided tool, or you can select guided, whichever one your preference is, it doesn't matter. But you're gonna draw 2 lines. So the first line is at the horizon. So it gives you a little box for you to look at. You're gonna draw it down the horizon, good amount of distance to make sure it's straight for the whole image, and that's line 1. Then we wanna make sure that the front post of the bridge is also straight. So we're gonna go here to the top, right before the curve, click here at that corner, and we're gonna drag this line down and let it go right there. And this will give us a perfectly straight image based on those 2 lines. And now look at that baby. That looks good. Before, after. Yes, please. I love it. All right, now the next one, you might be familiar with this, but maybe you're not. Okay, so we're gonna go into this image here. Now, these images generally have a lot of noise because they are night photos. So we're gonna do a quick edit here. Let's just click auto. All right, let's lower the exposure a little bit and let's zoom in. Now you'll notice that there is a lot of stars, but there's also a lot of noise. But how do you deduce which one's which? And again, this technique will work on any of your images. It just depends on how much you want to use it. So let's go to the effects. Nope, that's not gonna work. The detail tab, and we're gonna get into the sharpening and noise reduction. Now you could use denoise, which is an AI thing that goes through and does all this, or you could just use the denoise feature in Lightroom. So the first thing you'll notice is color noise already has some. So if we turn that off, you'll notice a lot of color noise pops up. So generally, Lightroom automatically adds a little bit of color noise reduction simply because it just automatically does it because it senses it. So we're gonna raise the color noise up to 20, and that should handle all that color noise. Perfect, there we go. Now, for the noise reduction here to work, you have to have a little bit of sharpening turned on, which Lightroom already does automatically, but if not, raise it to 40, whatever you want. Now, to get rid of the other noise, you want to do the luminance noise. So we're going to raise this, and usually I do about 100, the rule of 100. So if I have 40 sharpening, I'll do 60 luminance reduction. If I have 50 sharpening, I'll do 50 luminance reduction. Balance it out that way. But look, so here's the before, and here's the after. I mean, that's a big difference. So before, after. But there's one more thing you can do. You can mask it out of where you don't want it. So let's zoom in here. Actually, let's not zoom in. Let's zoom into this top here. So if you push and hold Alt or Option, click the slider for the masking slider, you get a white screen. If you drag it, then you can exactly apply the luminance reduction, the noise reduction to where you want it. So white is where the sharpening is getting hit. Black is where the noise reduction is hitting. So let's just do it to about 70. And this is image specific, so just do it however you want on either image. And there we go. So now we have the perfect amount of noise reduction and sharpening without losing all the details. So that looks phenomenal. Now I think that one took a lot of our time, so I think we're almost out of time. So let's get to the next one really fast. The last one is really simple, but it allows you to get a like edit across all images. So what you're gonna do is use a compare feature. So you see down here, it says RA. If you click that, so the right side is your active photo. That is the photo that you're editing. So I can come up here and I can make adjustments and I can edit that photo. The left side is the one that I'm using as reference. So let's say we want to use the waterfall as the reference photo. So we're gonna select the photo we wanna edit, which is this little chipmunk guy here, and then we're gonna use our waterfall as the reference photo. So we're gonna click the waterfall and drag it up and drop it into our reference, and then we can edit our little dude here to get it exactly how we want it. So we add our little masks here, and that is looking pretty good. With that very quick editing, they kind of match. But that's a really good way to edit your photos so you make sure that they smoothly transition and look similar. And that's it. Those are my 7 tips. I have no idea if we made it or not. If I made it, go me. If I didn't make it, at least the tips or tricks or techniques or whatever this video was good. So hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, make sure you comment on the video, and yes, 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 the Lightroom course is almost there. So keep posted, keep in touch, keep watching, don't miss a video, because as soon as that course launches, you will be the first to know. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. YouTube recommends you go watch this video. I personally recommend you go watch that video, and if you want to subscribe easily, just click that button. I'll see you next week.